Today let's talk about how certain foods can accelerate the aging process. Yes, you heard me right. There's foods that speed up aging. It's called AGEs, Advanced Glycation End Products, that are harmful compounds that form in the body when sugar reacts with proteins and fats in the bloodstream. And this process is known as the glycation process, which occurs naturally, but it can be accelerated by quite a bit by factors such as high sugar intake, then charred foods, don't grill your food and don't burn it, and then smoking, processed food, and also inflammation, which pretty much everybody has if you live in the United States. So, sugar on the surface of a dessert, it changes its structure and flavor, right? So it's very similar what happens in the body when there's too much sugar. It caramelizes or changes the structure, malforming, if you will, the proteins and the fats. And this process leads to AGEs that ages you quicker. And here's where it's getting interesting. AGEs are not just found internally in our body, but they also sneak in to our bodies through our foods we eat. And when we consume, as we said before, grilled foods or high heat cooked foods, and those excess sugars and amino acids start reacting and forming those advanced glycation end products. But sugary treats, anything high in glycemic carbohydrates, can boost AGEs without even, the cooking process. Sugars, bind with proteins and with fats in the bloodstream, so you don't even have to heat them up or cook. However, here's where it's getting interesting. So as we know, the AGEs can find naturally in our food. However, the way you cook the food, and certain foods have more and some have less. And fatty meats, processed foods, and high heat cooking method will accelerate the AGEs by quite a bit. So stay away from, I hate to say it, stay away from grilled food and charred, meats. And I know it tastes good when it's grilled and it turns brown and crispy. I get it. Then also processed food, because the chemicals and the additives in that food also activate, AGEs. And then fried foods, which is, you shouldn't eat anyways. Fried foods is the worst for many reasons, but they also speed up the aging process because it creates those AGEs. And then, of course, the worst offender, maybe fried food is the first. The second one is sugar. Sugar ages you 7 times quicker, and you don't believe me, you don't want to hear it, you can Google it, because of this glycation process. Once you consume sugar as a dessert after a meal, that sugar will bind with that meal you ate, the proteins and the fats, and it start glycating. And those AGEs, crystallize, they get deposited into your skin, and they literally break down your collagen and your elastins. And you have sagging skin, and you age much quicker. Not just the skin externally, also the epithelia, the skin that surrounds your organs, and even your arteries and capillaries. So as you can see, those AGEs can cause major damage, not just for aging, also for many health conditions. On the flip side, fruits and vegetables contain fewer AGEs, especially when they're steamed, or boiled foods. And lean meat and fish is fine too. If you cook them, low heat, you can steam them or boil them. And here's the kicker: if you add lemon juice or apple cider vinegar, because of the acid, when you marinate the meat or the fish with that, it lowers your AGEs by 50%. So as you can see, there are alternatives to go around it. Because if you look up AGEs, Advanced Glycation End Products, and their health complications and aging, you'll be surprised that this topic is not talked more about. And when you see individuals running around and they look much older for their age, I can guarantee you they consume tons of sugar and they consume a lot of unhealthy foods that creates those AGEs, because those AGEs will break down the collagen and the elastins, and you get sagging skin and many health conditions. I hope this information was helpful. I'm pretty sure it was. If you have any questions about this topic, email me or go to my website, arizonanutritionist.com, and there's tons of free information on there about longevity and anti-aging. And you can also go to my anti-aging website, onestopaging.com. Tons of free information about these topics. Enjoy. Any questions? Let me know.